welcome back to my channel. This is Maroon in Australia.
Practice.
So today we're gonna talk about how to find a job in Australia in 2023. Last year I made a video about how to find a job in Australia and also how to be barista in Australia. So there is some update news in Australia. So today we're gonna talk about that. So what is the update news?
So there are some updates for working conditions for different visa holders. First of all, for students, temporary visa holders. Before the COVID time, there was a restriction. So students were allowed to work 40 hours fortnightly. The COVID time, that restrictions had been lifted by Australian government. So students allowed to work as much as they want. But right now, because students are coming back, Australian government gonna put the restrictions back from July. So what is the new restriction? Students are allowed to work 48 hours per fortnightly. So this is the situations for the students. Also for the students, it is getting really difficult to find a job in big cities such as Melbourne, Brisbane or Sydney. Because too many, as I said before, too many students are coming back. So finding a casual job, part-time job is going to be tough.
Yeah, last year I mentioned about working condition in Australia. In that time, COVID restriction just finished. Then also we don't have so much student working holiday holders in last year. So it was a little bit easier than right now. But from this year, suddenly so many students working holiday maker is coming to Australia in almost same time. So many people apply the job, then getting so hard to find a job, especially in the CBDs. I'm working in a local cafe right now. Our cafe also hiring, but we don't hire everybody who applied. We also picking the people who applied.
What are the requirements to get the job? What do you need? What skills you need? First one.
English.
Obviously English.
Yeah.
Even we are talking English now, but we are not so good.
Yeah.
We are still learning.
Yeah.
But we are not bad, so we can communicate with Australian people. There's no problem at all. But how about you? Are you good at English? Do you trust yourself? Do you have enough self-confidence? So this is the number one criteria to find a job, English, for sure.
Yeah.
And number two, if you have previous experience, it might be easier for you to find a job.
Yeah.
For example, you are working as a barista. And for you, if you are a barista in Japan already, you might find a job easier in here because you already know what you need to do.
Yeah.
This is another criteria. Two really important criteria. First of all, your English level, and second one is if you have a previous experience. If you don't have any experience right now, and if you are thinking to come back to Australia from your country, what you can do, maybe you can getting a job in your country, maybe 3 months, 4 months, like a short period of time to just get some experience. It is gonna make easier to find a job for you in Australia. Highly recommended.
Yeah, passion also so important to work in the place.
In any working place, your loyalty, your punctuality, hardworking, your attitude is so important as well.
Yeah.
So you have to show your boss you wanna work.
Yeah. Also in Australia, the wage is high. A human cost is very high.
Yes.
So the owner of the restaurant or cafe or every place, they don't want to pay, so many human cost.
Yeah, they want to pick the best one.
Yeah.
So you gotta be the best one for them to hire, to be hired.
So if you're not good at English so much, you need to cover your experience and your passion.
Yes.
Yeah.
You still can get the job. It all depends on you.
Yeah, you need to show like how much you want to work, how
hard you can work.
yeah, it's really also important part
Yeah.
for the foreigner in Australia. We're gonna talk about skilled visa.
Yes, skilled visa, people who wants to get a skilled visa.
Mhm.
Right now, Australia really needs people for the sectors like mechanic, plumber, electrician, accountant,
Education.
education in the cyber network and coding. And for that sort of people, if they are considering to come to Australia, it's a good time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They have to find a job in the immigration list first. So it has to be in the immigration list whatever you want to study here. Otherwise you have no chance to apply for PR, permanent residency. So what you can do, you can go through the immigration list of Australia, and for example you want to be a mechanic. So what are the criteria? For me, I am a mechanic now and I studied 2 years. After that I get my 485 temporary visa. Now I am on the way to applying permanent residency. So you have to research everything, and if you are not so sure, you can go to the lawyer or consultant agencies, and they know everything about that. So we are just giving a brief saying, whatever, brief explanation. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is from us to
This is from us for your questions. If you guys have more questions, please make a comment or just DM my partner, and then we try to make another video for the questions. Just answering the questions, so you guys have to ask questions. Okay?
yeah. Also, just don't be afraid if you guys watch this video. It's so hard to work,
Yeah.
hard to find a job in Australia, but you can do it.
Hope for the best.
Yeah, also we did it,
yeah,
so
don't
everyone
give up.
can do it. Just trust yourself and study and prepare very well in your country.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
So-
so thank you for watching, guys. Please subscribe my channel.
And give us a like, make a comment. Saya.
Lovely.
Nara.
Nara. Bye bye.